beach. And this is the infamous Haystack Rock. We're going to walk the beach. And the sand here is amazing. It's a place that you definitely have to come down and check it out. The surf is amazing as well. For novices like me. The dogs can roam freely. There are no vehicles on the beach here, but the sand, the relaxation, it can be windy, it can be wet, but when it's windy and the sand is blowing, this place is really cool. And just the way the cliffs meet the ocean, these little islands, it's a phenomenal place. It really is. It's definitely something that you need to come and experience if you're in the Oregon area on the coast and doing the Highway 101. Bit of a rip coming through here, all because it's going down that channel. Amazing, this rip that comes in. Swirls. Enough to rip you in the water and take you back out again. Just look at this place. It is amazing. The sand, I wouldn't say goes on forever, but this is what the Oregon coast is all about. The Oregon coast is full of sand. It's full of cliffs, full of diverse weather changes. It is absolutely fantastic. I never thought I'd completely enjoy this whole experience of being down on the coast, but it takes me back to being a child. And when in England, in the south of England, you can go down to Cornwall and Devon, and this is what you get. Sand dunes, rolling breakers. This one's not as huge in the breaker world, but again, it's that sound, it's that rush, it's that energy that makes you want to just sit down, take your shoes off and walk in the ocean. Or go sit on the dry sand in a wind protected sort of tent or windbreaker and take this whole experience in. Take your clothes off and just lie there and sunbathe with your swimming trunks on and bikini and stuff, yes. But I mean, there's a draw to the ocean. And this part of the world is amazing. So coming down here to check this out again has been great. I wish Sandra was with me. She loves it down here. That just makes us want to come back again. As you can see, it just goes on forever. And the mist that comes in. Now, temperature wise, I always class this, even though it's the coast and Vancouver is the coast, I count it as 10-degree difference in the summer. So that means that if it's 20 degrees up there, it's 10 degrees down here. Today I would say it's a little bit different now. I'm in a t-shirt. Yesterday I was wrapped up in Gore-Tex. It just changes day by day. What's that saying? Wait 20 minutes, it'll change. And whenever I want to shoot a nice picture, you get noisy. You get noisy. So that is Haystacks Rock in its sun, not in the shadow. Yes, Bella wants to get going. It's pretty cool. So one thing that I would say is, if you're going to go and park where I parked, which is sort of in the beginning of the town, there is a hill, a rise that you have to sort of drive up and around to get to the second part of Canon Beach. I forgot about that, so I parked at the furthest end right down there. But then I come up to the beach and I'm like, well, that can't be right. What did I do wrong? I realized, yes, I have to walk up and around this hill, this road, but I didn't want to do that. So the easiest way to do this, to fix that problem, get down onto the beach and walk the beach. It's flat. Plus, Bella gets exercise, I get exercise, we get some spectacular views, as you've already seen, and then I can head back to where I need to be, which is about right there. Okay, it's about there. And that's where I can go and get my Monk's Coffee, and I'm going to correct that name when I get it wrong. I'm pretty sure it's Monk's Coffee. I can get my coffee, come back onto the beach, and then carry on walking. It's so easy. Simple fix to a problematic part of my walk that I didn't want to go on the road and walk up and over this hill when I've got this beautiful scenery to do that with. And that's a solution to my problem. So I was halfway there. It's Sleepy Monk, not Monk's Coffee. And there's the coffee shop. It's a quaint little bistro, Irish descent. Haystack Square. Oop. Sorry, yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what that is.
Oh. So, butter pecan pie, tart. The coffee's down there. Missy is right here because she wants to eat my tart. The nice thing about the coffee here is they have like 6 different flavors, from best sold to house favorite. and you can sample each and every one of them to figure out which one of the ones you like, and then you can pay. They've got little sample cups, and it is remarkable. Again, Sleepy Monk, I'll get it right this time. And this pecan pie is pretty sweet. I've got a sweet tooth.
Is anyone sitting here?
I love it. No, they're not.
Can we join you?
Certainly. Bella sees the bunny rabbit and she wants to go. No, not gonna let her go. He's a good looking bunny rabbit. Come on, Bella, leave the bunny rabbit alone. Back at the beach. The trees here from the ocean, the wind that comes onshore has created the trees to grow in the same direction as the wind has been blowing. So an onshore breeze or windstorm, you can see how the trees have grown so offshore to onshore, which is kind of cool. These have not been cut this way, and that's the way that they've grown. So yes, coming off of the beach back into the north end of the town. The south end doesn't have too much. Few artisan stores and a coffee bar or coffee store, but the north end of the town has a lot more going for it, but it's very commercialized. A lot more restaurants at this end of town. We're after a store in particular that when the girls were young we bought them up here. It was like a homing beacon, and they basically knew this store existed. So yeah, a lot busier. And here it is. It still exists. Yes, it is. This is the taffy shop. I'm not sure why they call it taffy down here, but it's toffee where I'm from. But they make all the different flavors and wrap them, and the machine is in operation today. And you can see wrapping them all up right there. Looks like a pink candy today. A roll of paper. And it rolls them. These tubes, and then the candy's, I guess, injected in, and then it wraps them at the same time. That's really cool. Oh, I've just seen it. Look, wasn't even looking. Look at the tube of candy coming down there. You can see it inside there. Whoa, like a big snake. And there's Fred. And there's the street. So that's the hill I'm talking about right in front of you there. goes around, but you can do the beach, which is a lot more interesting, and you get to see a lot less of the stores, but you can come back and do the stores at any time. And that is Canon Beach. Okay, so we're going to try coming in from Sunset Beach, I think it is. Oh, Delaria Beach, apparently. This guy's really taking it easy. Get a bit noisy. I think Bella wants out, so we'll see. Doesn't quite like all these bumpy roads, but I have driven this beach with all-season tires and all-terrain tires, so it's going to be interesting to see what the mud terrains are like on here. Now, obviously not airing down, it does get a little bit squirrely on the sand, so we'll see how it fares with these mud terrains. Sure, this doesn't look like the right place, but anyway, sure we can get onto the beach. Hoping. Looks like it gets down here. All right. There we go, we are on the beach. Just to give you an idea of what we were doing. I don't think I'd like to try getting up there. It definitely doesn't like some of that thicker sand, but Okay, so I got the diff lock on. I'm just going to check the path of entry. Full high, second gear. Follow somebody else's tracks. Let's take it slow and easy. No problem. Perfect. Not really deep enough sand to try getting bogged in on my own with the use of those mud terrain tires, but they felt good. There was a bit of sway with them at higher pressures, but nothing too crazy. It felt better than the all-terrains and all-seasons I had before, but other than that, that was good. Oh, and the other thing I forgot to mention was traction control off. The last thing you need in any situation like that is the car to start retracting power because it sees slippage at the wheels. So turn that off, and that gives you your slippage just in case you require it. If you lose your engine power, then you will not be able to unbog yourself by spinning the wheels if required. Just a little tip there. I'm not sure if you're going to see this. Right there on top of that hill is the column, and we're going to try and get there today. The Astoria Column right there. We are going to try and get there today and have a quick look in daylight to see what it's all about. It's a beautiful piece of work when you get up there. Just looking over there, there is the bridge that goes from Oregon all the way to Washington. And there is a balsa wood plane that somebody threw from the top. It caught the wind and ended in a tree. This is the Astoria Column. Parking has gone up. It says $5 for parking now, and I'm not sure if you still get a balsa wood plane, but for sure when I brought the kids here, you could get a balsa wood plane and you would fly it from here. I'm going to go around a bit and see if we can get it in the daylight. It's pretty spectacular. You can go all the way up inside of it to the very top, as you can see there. There's people up there. That's the gift shop, which you have to pay for, or where you pay. So this is the column. And the artwork is really exquisite. And then the view is pretty amazing too. Shop where you pay. And there is the bridge to Washington State. again. Pretty much the Lewis and Clark Trail. Now what I do want to recommend is this bakery, cafe and brew pub. The Fort George Brewing Company makes some really good beer. I can't remember the day, and I'm going to say Tuesday because that's what I remember. They have specials on all week. They have these things called chicken strips, and it's a chicken strip I've never seen before. It actually looked like a beaver tail. It was quite flat, but you got 2 to 3 of them, and I am not kidding you, they're massive. The food is great in there. The beer is really good and refreshing. So if you come to Astoria, Fort Stevens, check the Fort George Brewing Company out. Their coffee bar and their pastries are really good. I'm not going to go there today because we've got food at the campsite, so I'm going to make food tonight. But excellent meal to go out for. Happy Remembrance Day, November the 11th. It's a quick get out of bed today because I want to try and get home, off-road the trailer, if I can get through the border fast enough, and then maybe go to a pub and celebrate with the military, the veterans tonight. I don't know if that's going to actually happen. We will see. But it was a quick tear down. I say quick, it took about an hour and a half to get breakfast washed up, sides off, stove away, all that stuff. Got it all done. It is, we left at, 8:45. It's apparently a 6-hour drive. We've got city traffic to deal with in Seattle and the border crossing. I'm hoping we can do it. I want to stop off at a military surplus place as well to check out some gear. And from there, that was the weekend. I'm glad that you could share it with me this weekend. It was a good weekend. I got to reminisce, old places revisited, changes that have happened over the years. The beach is amazing. Whether it's raining, windy, or sunny, it's got to come down here and experience it. And not for 2 days, Summertime would be great just to relax, but even getting down in the fall was amazing. The weekend turned out wonderfully. Bit of drying to do, all those sides have got to get dried, but no big deal. And then we're going to winterize Oasis because it's probably the last trip that trailer will do this year, and probably until April. Again, thanks for riding along with me. Thanks for supporting me. If you do like this content, please subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. Somewhere over here. So we are descending down the hill on the Oregon side of the Columbia River, and just there is the bridge that we came across on Friday night. We're going to take this bridge again, enter Washington, get on the I-5 and head north. Big industrial area on the Columbia River. Confederates Remembrance Day. On a couple of the bridges that I've travelled on so far, or under I should say, there's been some veterans. Even in the US it's their Veterans Day, I believe it's what they call it. And they've been saluting and having the flags, which is kind of impressive, because I thought I was getting away from that down here just for a period of time, but my mind is going back to the fact that I can't get away from that because it's such a big part of our life. I'm not forgetting in the fact that I want to forget about the veterans, but I need to get a break and take a break from the military side. But the time now is 11:11. It's funny because the degrees are 11 degrees. So I'm going to shut up for 1 minute and give thanks and remember, lest we forget. Fitting end to a fitting weekend. A salute to all of those that laid their lives down behind us. I thank you for watching this video. I thank you for supporting me. If you like this content, please subscribe and hit the bell, and we'll see you in the next video. Survive to be alive.